What is going on, guys? It is CWGaming, and I am back with a new episode of the NCAA 14 Road to Glory series. And in today's episode, we are going to be playing a couple of games, leading off with Texas Tech. You see we are ranked 23rd. We are 2-0 so far, so we have a big season ahead of us. So let's go ahead and jump into it and see how it plays out. Alright, so kicking off the episode, we have our first play of the game. And today, this is a pretty big game. We have another Power 5 school in our home stadium, and we have to play well. You see we're ranked. We've played pretty well so far this season, so we need to go ahead and cap it off with a win so we can start our SEC play 3-0. So, we have our first pass was good, and we're going to go ahead and give this one to Rose. He gains 6 yards, and we bring up a 2nd and 4. So we have Oliver, picks up a nice gain, and we're going to go back to the stick play, back to Harris, and he makes a great catch. And it's going to be 3rd and down. We need this to score on our first drive. We're going to roll out. We've got 2 guys chasing us, and we get tackled by the corner as we go down for the first. So that was a good way to pick up the first down. And on 3rd and 5, after a run by Rose, we see somebody open in the end zone. That's Oliver, and he gets popped, and the ball does go out of his hands. So we get a field goal, which brings up our second drive, and we need to score in this one. Our defense was lucky enough to hold them from scoring. So we're driving down the field. We need to put some points on the board. We're going to give this one to our running back in Rose. He breaks a tackle and gets down for 1 yard. So this next play, we've got Daly Jr. ball in his hands, and it is knocked out. So the defense is playing aggressive here today. We're trying to run up into the pocket, and we get hit just shy of the first down. So we miss our field goal there, which brings up 3-0 still. So we had a chance to go up 14-0, and what a catch by Oliver, 29 yards with a diving catch. So we had a chance to go up 14-0, but we ended up settling for 2 field goals, and we missed one of them.
He's scrambling.
So we're trying to make up for it. We have a nice run here, 23 yards. And on 2nd and 5, the slant, we have Allie, who breaks 2 tackles and goes in for a touchdown. That's exactly what we needed. Texas Tech does score a field goal, so we're only up by 7. So 2.5 minutes to go before halftime. We're driving down the field. I see a couple of guys open, but we're going to throw this one to Rose on the cut from the running back. And Smoke will come in for the run. Picks up the first down, and we need to score before halftime. It's 1 minute, 50 seconds left. We've got guys going out deep, but nobody's open. We're going to run this ball and go out of bounds just shy of the 20-yard line. So we go back to the end zone. That is Upshaw, and he is tackled on the 1-yard line. I don't know how he didn't get in right there. We're going to throw this one over to Rose, and he loses 4 yards, bringing up 3rd and down. 3rd and goal. We're going to roll out to our left. I see a lane to the end zone. I'm aggressive, and I lose the ball on the goal line. So we're not playing great so far. Texas Tech does tie the game at 10, so we're going into the second half. We should be up by a lot. We've been moving the ball, but we haven't been able to score. But on this play, I see our guy going deep. That's Allie. He catches the ball before the defender gets there. A nice 32-yard touchdown for our second touchdown of the day. And we're going to go up 17-0. So it's 17-17. 4th quarter. It's late in the game. We need to score here. We have the QB read option. We keep the ball, slide down. And there's a nice throw to Allie. He's been having a pretty good day here so far. With 4 minutes to go, we need to score now so that we can have enough time. We run the ball for a nice first down, and we're getting close to the end zone. I've got a couple guys slanting across the field. Nobody's quite open. We're going to take this one ourselves and get pushed out on the 1-yard line as we fumble out of bounds. So we're having trouble keeping the ball in our hands. So we're going to give this one to Rose, and he does score 24-17, and Texas Tech scores. So we have a minute and a half to score. And we have Allie who drops the ball. That would have been a nice first down. We couldn't get it. So we have to force this throw to Oliver, who is able to make the catch. And that was a clutch play right there. With 45 seconds, we're just draining the clock, running the ball so that we can't kick this field goal. And that's what we're going to do. So 9 seconds to go. We have our kicker out on the field. This is a little early that we would like it, but we don't want any chances. So we go up by 3, 2 seconds to go. Bowman steps back. This is our last shot. Throws one deep, and it will be caught for a first down. But that's going to do it. They didn't score. We ended up taking this game 27-24. It was a pretty good game overall. We should have scored a couple of times. We weren't able to get in the end zone, so it was a little closer than we wanted. We ended up taking this game, and that's going to do for a 3-0. You see our stats right there. And we're going to go ahead and hop into the next week. We're playing Florida. This was a huge game for us. If you've been watching since day one, you know we did take our official visit to Florida. Here's our Instagram post from our visit. So this is a huge game. You can hear the crowd chanting at us. We were supposed to be a pretty big recruit for them, but we ended up going elsewhere. So we need to make this game huge, and that's what we do in the first play of the game. Over to Allie, who breaks a tackle, and he's gone. Our first throw of the day is a 75-yard throw for a touchdown to Josh Allie, one of our best receivers. And we are popping off this year. And why not go back to the same play? We've got Oliver this time. 3 guys on him, not able to break it, but it is a 33-yard play, and we're able to grab another huge first down. So on this play, it was a pretty bad call. I can't audible yet, so we were tackled by 2 different guys. So we have to make up for it on 3rd and 11. We gain a first down, and we get popped. Probably should have slid, but we are still young, still need to learn from that. And on this play, we've got Smoke, who gets down for 5 yards, and this brings up a huge 3rd and 6. So the pressure is coming. I have to throw this one to Rose, and we kick the field goal. So 10-0 is the score. We have Daly Jr. He's going to be playing a massive game and a massive season so far. But this one's to Allen, who picks up 8 yards, 3rd and 5. So we can't go down and get a field goal. We need to score a touchdown. But we were stopped just shy, and that gives us a field goal, 13-0, and Florida turns the ball over in the red zone, giving us the ball back, bring up 3rd and 1. Again, we need to score, and Rose picks up the first down. So that's exactly what we wanted there. 13-0, still the score. We're trying to pound the ball with Rose and Smoke. So we can do this right here, giving them a pass play for Daly Jr., and we're getting close. And we haven't been able really to score a lot this season in the red zone, but Rose changes that with a 5-yard touchdown, and we go up 20-3 on Florida with a minute and a half before halftime.
Well, this is a really quarterback in time.
So we are going deep. The pressure does come, and we are forced to throw the ball before we want to. And again, another sack. Our offensive line is struggling here today. They're not the strongest part of our team, but they do get the job done when it's necessary. And Daly Jr. picks up a nice catch. And the ball, he was wide open, but the defender knocks the ball down. And we're forced to throw this one deep. I see a receiver, but we underthrow the ball. That one would have been a touchdown if we would have thrown it into the end zone, but we weren't able to get enough power on it. And that's one of our knocks so far. A lot of NBA scouts are looking at our throwing power. We're underthrowing a lot of deep shots. We're not taking deep shots, so they are knocking us for that. But we're right here on the goal line. We got a couple of guys open, and we see Rose cutting across for the touchdown. So 27-6 in the 3rd quarter. This is exactly how we wanted this game to go. We got off with a good start, and Florida wasn't able to really keep up with us so far. We got on a hot start, and the defense is starting to wake up now. A couple of sacks, a couple of good reads on the option plays, and we go down with an injury. This is also something the NBA scouts are knocking us for, is our injury. We got hurt our freshman season, which forced us to transfer, and we've gone down a couple times this season already with our injury again. So that knee is looking a little weak, and we come back in the game 27-13, and we've got a couple of guys not being able to catch the ball, and we've got Oliver on a nice play. So we've got just under 5 minutes to go. We need to score to increase the pressure. We've got our tight end Upshaw, catches the ball for 11 yards as we're driving down the field. We're rolling out. We've got a guy we've beat on the end. We're just going to slide down to avoid further injury to our knee, which brings up 2nd and 1, and Smoke with a nice run. He knocks a guy over. So we're going to give this one to Rose. He cuts to the outside. He's not able to score just yet. So here's Rose. He's trying to get into the end zone. He's stopped just shy. And we're going to be forced to throw this ball on 3rd down. We're rolling out, and nobody is open. We're forced to kick another field goal. So we're up by 10. They could still come back, so we need to ice this game. And that's what we do with this run. We pick up the 1st down. Florida uses all their timeouts. And we're going to go ahead and kneel this football down with time expiring.
And the quarterback's going to take a knee to drain this clock, and any hopes the opposition may have had.
So what a game it was. We started off with a hot start with that 70-yard touchdown, and we were able to keep their momentum going. Florida wasn't able to stop us, and we finished with 2 touchdowns and 256 yards.
That brings this.
So, can we keep this momentum going? With our last game of this episode, we're playing South Carolina. This is a big game because they're ranked 12th. We're ranked 15th. So this is a huge game for us. I feel like we've played some pretty tough games so far up front on our schedule. And this is exactly how we're proving ourselves. Triple option here. We give the ball to Oliver. He cuts up for a nice run. And that was counted as a pass since we shovel pass it. And we're running the ball a lot more here today.
Slides down to the ground.
On 3rd and 13, we're rolling out of the pocket. We're going to cut it up the middle, get our kicker in good range. But that's not what we're going to do. Our OC says go for it. We need to be aggressive here. Nobody's open, and we're having to roll out. And we can't beat our guy around the end. He's just too fast, took a good angle, and we weren't able to do it. But our defense gets a turnover, and we're back right where we started, right where we turned the ball over on 4th down. And on 3rd down, we break a couple of tackles, and we're down for the sack. So, after our defense has a touchdown, their defense is keeping us in the game so far, so we have to return the favor. Azum Rose, 4-yard touchdown, 17-0, and we go right back to it. Daly Jr., 6-yard touchdown reception, and we're playing pretty well so far. So it's 24-0. Rose cuts it up the middle for a touchdown, and that was pretty much the story today. We just dominated here today. Our defense did give up 28, but nothing really happened. I didn't figure I needed to show. We didn't really do much after that, after those couple of scores. And this is us icing the game. We're trying our best to get a couple 1st downs. They can go ahead and win the game. Or they can tie with a touchdown, so here we go. This is going to ice the game. South Carolina takes all of their timeouts, and we get the 1st down. So we're going to go ahead and kneel this ball down. And we're 3-0 this episode. So a big game for us and our running backs. We were able to win 3 games in a row. This was a huge win episode for us. We played well, but Rose ended up with 2 touchdowns, which was ultimately why we won this game. You can see our stats here. We only had 1 touchdown pass, but it was Rose, our running back, that did the job. So, next episode, you do see Alabama. We're 5-0. Number 6 in the nation, so this is going to be a huge game for us, and we're looking to bounce back from last year If you watched last year's conclusion, we didn't finish like we wanted to. We're already close to bowl eligible in the beginning of our season. So, will we reach our potential here in the next couple of episodes? You'll have to stick around and find out. So I hope you guys are enjoying these, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.